I'm Andrew Rowland.
And I'm Ethan Santiago.
And welcome to Local Lens. Local Lens features documentary shorts produced by seniors at Bonita High School completing their P.A.C.E projects. P.A.C.E, purpose-driven, active, career exploration, is designed for students to choose projects and topics to explore careers, services, and growth.
We teamed up with the University of La Verne and LVTV to produce 2 shows that feature interesting people, places, and events in our local community.
Our first story highlights the La Verne Historical Society, a nonprofit organization that aims to encourage and promote the history and culture of La Verne, as well as to preserve historical places and structures.
I spoke with the president, Sherry Best, to find out more about the preservation and restoration of the 1938 Inman Connedy truck. Hi, I'm Ethan Santiago, and today we're checking out La Verne Historical Society's most recent project, the Inman Connedy truck. So what's so special about this truck? Well, this truck is a 1938 International truck put out of commission. In recent years, Robert Zamboni and his students in his auto class at Bonita High School have been working tirelessly. Zamboni and his students were hoping to release the truck at this year's 4th of July, 2023, but due to various complications, the car wasn't quite ready to hit the road. I'm here with the heads of the Historical Society. Thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed.
I'm Sherry Best. I'm the president of the La Verne Historical Society, and I'm sitting next to Bill Lemon, who's the city historian, and Kathy Kalusik, who's the vice president. And I've had my eye on that truck since I first saw it as president and visited where it was housed up at La Verne Heritage. They have land and property, and they house the truck for us for a number of years. But I looked at that, and what really inspired me was that the Historical Society does not have a museum or a permanent place to exhibit anything. And I thought we could use the truck as sort of a mobile museum and a mobile advertisement in a way for the Historical Society. And Inman Connedy was the second president of the La Verne Historical Society, and he helped to sign the article of incorporation papers for the Historical Society 50 years ago. So it just seemed logical that we would get that truck going kind of in his honor. And it was a challenge. It was important.
You mentioned challenges. What were some of the difficulties related to the project?
Well, first of all, getting the truck to our house, because it was just shot. It was a wreck, and it was going to have to be towed. But we had a lot of help from Sanders Towing Company. And through Sanders Towing Company, which has towed that truck so many places, so many times, and at no charge, we were able to actually get the truck up onto their one of their flatbeds and bring it over here. So that was really the first real challenge. Then we started looking at the truck to find out what it was going to take, and we discovered immediately the bed on the truck, and it's depicted in this logo, but it's not currently on the truck. The bed was completely destroyed.
What were your expectations coming into the project?
Well, my expectation was that we were going to get it operating again, and that it was going to be both functional and then safe, and we'd use it for many different events for the Historical Society, and then events that the city sponsored.
What went wrong with the truck leading up to now?
Well, first of all, we discovered that all the insides, the innards of the truck, were basically non-operational and well over their sell-by date. The truck had 960,000 miles on it, so it's no surprise that the inside of it was beat up. And we decided to leave the outside, the body, pretty much as beat up as it is now, although we put a coat on it to protect it, because we wanted to remember what it took to, how much life this truck has had. But what it meant is that there was going to have to be a complete restoration of all the inner mechanicals. And that meant a lot of money, and that meant a lot of fundraising. And then the truck just had to be hauled everywhere. It was hauled to a speed shop in Orange County where they did some of the welding work that had to be done. It was towed to Bonita High School where the high school kids worked on it in the auto shop class, and that happened multiple times as the need arose.
What was your favorite part of working on this project?
I think my favorite part of it was seeing people in the community kind of coalesce and come together around a shared interest, and seeing interest for getting this truck rehabbed, building, the interest building.
What do you think was the most difficult part of the project?
Just putting it all together step by step and having to bring everything together, that was very difficult. And I would say probably that was the most difficult part, is that there were setbacks that we didn't anticipate. And most recently, when we just got to the point that we were going to be in the parade, we discovered we had an oil leak. And so they spent several hours pursuing that, but what has guided us the whole time was functionality and safety. Nobody's getting in that truck until it's safe to drive, and nobody's getting in that truck until it's really functional.
And with that said, any donations towards the Historical Society's efforts will be greatly appreciated. Are there any last words you'd like to say?
Yes, we're not done yet. The truck still needs a bed on the back so we can put people in and travel around, and we are fundraising for that at this time. We're selling our fabulous homemade jam from fruit picked locally and from mostly our backyard. We also have our book, La Verne, written by Bill Lemon and the La Verne Historical Society, and we're selling our t-shirts, front and back, with our truck logo on. So you can support the La Verne Historical Society with your donations. Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching Local Lens.
You may have seen her work at local shops and events. Claremont artist Tandy Robinson tells us what inspires her to create her unique pottery from her garage.
Hi, this is Seth Berry with Local Lens, and I'm here with Tandy Robinson.
Hi, Seth.
Hi. So, it's obvious you do pottery.
Why is it obvious? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, when did you start doing pottery?
I started when I was in high school, Palo Alto High School, Northern California. And I did it through my high school years. Pretty much stopped when I went to college, and then picked it up after my college education and after my career ended. So in retirement, I just dove right back into it. I would say that was probably about 8 years ago.
What made you want to do pottery?
I just kind of fell into it, but I remember that I really enjoyed the wheel process. I don't really like hand building. And I like the fact that you can just start with a blob of mud, essentially, right? And other additives, and build something and create something.
What has been your favorite piece that you've made?
My favorite piece was a picture that what we call it altered, in that I made just a cylinder, let it dry for a bit, slice the back down about 3/4, cut the clay open, made a kind of like a triangle, and then gave me the opportunity to push the clay in, and it created like the sway back. So it was a picture that resembled a duck.
Have you ever had your art displayed anywhere?
I have had my art displayed and still have it displayed in Claremont at the Lemley Theater, Amelie Dress Shop, and Creme Bakery. And then occasionally I'll make pieces for Nuno's Bistro and Bar, which is a restaurant and bar in Upland.
Are you going to be showing your art off at any events or booths?
No booths. Events, the big event will be September. I don't know the date, but I do know it's the first September of the month, because Claremont celebrates Art Walk, and myself and a friend will be the artists of the month. So if you'd like to come, that would be great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. First Saturday of the month between 6 and 9.
So, you are a part of the LGBTQ community.
I am.
So how has that affected you as an artist, or how has it affected, like, have you seen anything, or has anything happened, you know, since you're a part of that community and you're an artist?
Right.
Like, how do they, like, affect each other?
I would just say, as a general statement, that artists are forward thinkers or maybe more progressive possibly in their thinking. Art really doesn't have any particular ideology about it. So it really hasn't negatively impacted me. I just like to say, though, I'm lucky to be living in Claremont. It's a liberal city. So, but I don't present myself initially as a gay woman. I would just say, I'm an artist, and if that comes up, it comes up.
So it seemed like the artist community, it was much more like, you'd say like accepting?
They're more accepting, sure, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me interview.
Bonita High School student athletes have been dedicating their time to off-season practice and conditioning.
And I went out to Glen Davis Stadium to speak with the football coaches and players to get an insight on their strategies for this upcoming season. Hey guys, it's Andrew. I'm out here in Glen Davis Stadium actually covering a little bit of a story on Bonita High School's varsity football team, which as you guys can see right now, they're pretty much ready to go. So let's actually get a little bit of an interview between the coaches and the players just to see how they're feeling about their next upcoming season for the 2023-2024 season. I'm here with the returning starters on the varsity linemen team. I'm here with Ethan and Sam. And is there anything physically or mentally that you guys are trying to prepare for this new upcoming season?
Well, physically, with dead period coming up, we just want to get our bodies rested up. Just want to make sure that we're 100% full go for the entire season. And mentally, just want to be locked in on the O-line especially. We got to know a lot, and we need to know our assignments and how to execute them every play.
All right, man. Do you guys actually have any personal goals that you guys are trying to come forth to for this next new season as well?
Well, personal, just do my best, but as a team, I think we just want to win as many games as possible, go as far as we can.
Big senior year, you want the big ring on your finger at the end. Just making sure everybody just is on the same page and just go for the bigger picture.
Amen. I'm here with Coach G, the varsity online coach on Bonita's team, and I'm actually kind of curious, what's your main role, especially for the team itself?
So my main role, obviously, is the O-line. We're the starting force on everything. We start with the ball on offense, and we're the ones that protect the money guy, the quarterback. So my role is to make sure we're prepared. We understand what we're going against from week in and week out. The defensive fronts we're going to see and stuff like that, and just preparing the guys technically, making sure we're technically sound.
Is there any way that you could give us a little bit of insight of how you guys are actually preparing, especially during the off season, for this next new upcoming season that's going to come up?
Sure. So one of the big things we did this year that was a little bit different from last year is in the off season we did a tournament, a 5-on-5 tournament, so very similar to like what we did today. But against some really top talent, some schools like Servite, Sarah, Mater Dei, guys like that. So it was really good for us to kind of go out and play competition that we normally wouldn't see. So I think it kind of showed the guys like a new level of where they need to be, right? So that was a big thing. And obviously with that comes a lot of practice. So we're able to work on our technique, So we got to get work a little bit in a little earlier than we normally do. And this year, during spring and summer, it's been a lot of that, focusing on our weaknesses, getting the technique down, and then just kind of bonding as a team, because I feel when you're connected to the guy next to you, you play a little bit harder for that guy.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Bogan, the offensive coordinator for the football team, and is it right if you could give us a little bit of more information about yourself?
Oh, I've been doing this a long time, as you can probably tell. So started a long time ago at St. Francis High School, been to South Hills, Maranatha, and now Bonita. So this is like the destination place. This is where I'll finish up. Hey, Bonita's a special school. People don't realize. I've been in a lot of places. This is a very good place where, regardless of what you're involved with, it's just a solid community, good place to work.
Oh yeah, honestly. Is there any specific goal, especially for the 2023-2024 season, that you guys are going to put in?
Every time we line up, we want to win.
Oh yeah.
You know, win every
Yeah,
day.
it is, yeah.
We want to win every day, which is
Yeah.
really giving your best effort. I'm
Yeah.
a big parable of the talents person. You win when you compete. You show up and compete, we'll have a very good year. No, just keep coming out and supporting us because this
Yeah.
is a great place to play. People love to play in an electric atmosphere, and the Bonita community always provides a good fan base. So come out and watch us play.
Every summer, cities in the area host live concerts, movies, and entertainment at the local parks.
These fun-filled summer nights host bands such as Dynamite Dawson, an acoustic rock band that entertained the San Dimas crowd on a beautiful summer night.
Hey guys, I'm out of the studio. I'm right down in San Dimas where they're actually holding a food festival right down in the Civic Center Park. And they're having the Dynamic Dawson, right? I believe.
Dynamite Dawson.
The Dynamite Dawson. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. I hear what you said. So
yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, you got it right.
Oh well, there we go. That's all that matters, right? And you guys are what kind of genre of rock, by the way?
We're doing acoustic rock.
Acoustic rock.
So we
you
do
know?
stuff like Crosby,
Yeah.
Stills and Nash, the Beatles,
Yeah.
Motown, but it's all done with acoustic guitar.
And what made you guys come down to the music in the park?
We've been asked. It's been an honor for us. We've been here. I don't know how many years in a row. They keep calling us saying, "Will you come back and play?" So I would say this might be our 10th year, maybe less, but we've had a great time.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. That's amazing. And how long have you guys just been a part of this whole community itself?
The three of us have been we're in a rock band called the Ravelers.
Okay.
That's ending in about a month.
Oh.
But yeah, we're going to retire after 35 and a half years. But so we've actually been together for well over 30 years, the three of us.
So you guys did mention that you guys were also known as the
Three-Finger Jack.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Those are both characters. The guitar player over here, Pat, his uncle was an actor in the 1930s,
Really?
40s, and 50s, J. Carroll Nash, and those were two characters that he played in different movies. So we thought we'd honor him, and we'd come up with kind of a cool name that sounds exciting and explosive.
When we're hungry, love will keep us alive.
During the hot summer, a popular way to cool off is to go swimming.
The City of La Verne Aquatic Center at Los Flores Park offers classes and services to teach people about water safety and how to swim.
This is Joseph from Local Lens. Today we are at the La Verne Aquatic Center to see what the summer season has in store for La Verne residents.
Hi there, my name is Brandon Godfrey and I'm one of the assistant pool managers here at the La Verne Aquatic Center. We're located right by Los Flores Park. We teach group lessons, private swim lessons, which is going to be one-on-one with the instructors. We offer lap swim and recreational swims. So basically you can kind of get a wide range of skills for your kids to learn the basics of how to swim. They get them acclimated with the community, survival techniques. The pool's open from 8 to 2, we take a short break for Gator Swim Team, which is a competitive swim team that we offer. And then from 4 to 7:30 at night, we offer night lessons. We have 3 categories of staff: pool aides, which help out with any sort of our paperwork, money, selling snacks around the pool. We have lifeguards in charge of watching over the pool and making sure everything's run safely. And then we have our swim instructors who teach all of our classes, anywhere from 3 years all the way up to 18 years old. And then our assistant managers who help schedule and get all those kids the hours that they need. What it takes to basically prepare to make sure that our aquatic center is running the way that it does. We always have a pre-in-service training, which we have a staff of, I believe, over 35 people that ranges from like 7 to 8 hours where we're training them on the basic guidelines over at the pool, any public issues that they may deal with, kind of dealing with the public and talking with them. CPR, AED certifications, we kind of walk all the way around the pool deck and we'll go over procedures that happen during rec swim, all the worst case scenarios if anything happens, to kind of get our staff just trained and ready just to respond well in emergencies. We're one of the only cities that offers anyone with disabilities, special needs, free private swim lessons in order to get them comfortable around the water. We had somebody come from Casa Colina and give all of our staff a rundown of how to work best with special needs, how to get them in these group classes in order to kind of get the help that they need. We run adult lap swim, which is 16 and up, a variety of times from the morning and the evening, and that's going to be $5 per person. And then we also have every single Friday from 2 to 4:30, we have our rec swim, which is $5 per swimmer. And there you'll get a wristband just to ensure that everyone's came through and checked through our process. And that's gonna be where you guys could jump off the diving boards, use the diving area, the middle area to do whatever swimming you want, and then also the shallow end as well. You're able to look at the Community Rec Guide online at cityoflaverne.org. That's gonna have all of your activities that the city offers. And so if you look under the aquatics swim page, that'll kind of give you the lowdown for all of the sessions we have. Yeah, so we're gonna be having a luau, which is gonna be one of our themed parties that we have on a Saturday. It's gonna be Saturday, July 29th from 4 to 7:30. That is gonna be $5 per person that comes in. It's an entire break of time where you're able to kind of just use the facility the way you want to. But if you were looking for something to do on a hot day and you wanted to come check out our aquatic center and get more information, you guys could always come join us this Saturday, July 29th. I've worked at this pool for 7 years, the first 5 years being a water safety instructor. And I've always loved the La Verne Aquatic Center just because it's given so many opportunities for young kids to get jobs and learn the importance of just being safe around the water and just the importance of how in an instant anything could happen. And our goal is to train your children to understand and respond the best way that they can in any kind of an emergency. And I believe that we have one of the best programs out there with the training that we offer through all of our lifeguards and all of our swim instructors. And it gives a sense of community for people to come to a center and just give their fates up to us to get them ready in any kind of like water safety emergency.
To register for classes or get more information, contact the Community Service Department at 909-596-8700.
We hope you enjoyed these stories.
Stay tuned for our next show to see more of the community through our local lens.